Hi, Peter Watson here, and you're probably wondering who I am. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just to really connect with you guys, so you can sort of understand, who I am and what my passion really is in life. So, over recent months and weeks, you may have seen or not have seen, various posts and advertisements, information, etc., surrounding something called pinoyworld. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what's pinoyworld? I don't understand this. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to focus a little bit on myself and explain about what I am and what I do. First of all, my passion for the Philippines and all things Filipino really began like a long time ago. Back when I first started my nursing career, I was working in hospitals, care homes, etc. And I was working with a lot of people, from the Philippines, but at the time I didn't really understand, or appreciate, everything that the Philippine citizen, has to offer the world, in terms of just everything, everything cultural, everything fantastic, everything great. I just didn't really connect with that. So I regret that totally. Anyway, since then, back in 2010, I would created an online profile on a social media platform called tag.com. And one day, just out of the blue, I was lucky enough to meet my wonderful fiance, Melba from Iligan City, Philippines. At first, I was not really too sure about the whole online dating thing, but the thing, that really happened, with tag.com was the fact that it's just so cluttered with just so much rubbish, that really makes it difficult to distinguish between, what is fake and what is real. But outside of that, I decided to run with it, and we spoke almost daily, and we had exchanged, obviously, various details, to communicate on a more one-to-one level. So MSN Messenger, that was our main platform to begin with. We then moved over to other social media platforms, which is great, where I can sort of get a real insight, to the person that I was talking with, etc. But enough about that. We met in September 2010. My first trip to the Philippines was in July 2011. I was so excited for this one moment. I was travelling to another part of the world. I'd never travelled before up until this point. So as you can imagine, I was a mixture of emotions. I was excited, happy, nervous, didn't know what to expect. But hey man, I did it. And I flew the best part of 10,000 miles, on my own, to just go and connect with a new culture and new people and everything. Oh mate, it was absolutely amazing. 2 weeks, I met Melba, my one and only, met the family, her mum, her dad, the cousins, nieces, nephews, just a whole lot. There's just loads of them, and I could not keep track. Even to this day, I don't know all their names. But hey, sorry guys, I'm human. So yeah, a really groundbreaking moment in my life, and I'm truly thankful for that. So yeah, what did I do and where did I go? I saw Manila Bay, the Mall of Asia, so many places, and the people were just so fantastic, so warm, loving, friendly, just everything. And there's just not really words to explain, how the Philippine citizen, just makes you feel. It's just like, yeah, I really feel good. I really feel good about myself, and I really feel good about being here and happy. And for me, I'm sold. I'm very passionate about the Philippines. very passionate about all things Filipino, and it's just absolutely wonderful. I love it. So yeah, great 2 weeks. Had to return back to the UK, obviously, to start my training as a web designer, which is going really well. Enjoying it. Difficult at times, sort of doing multiple projects, but it's good, and I qualify next year. Woohoo! No more books. Excellent. So it's all good, and I've continued my learning process, in terms of, learning about the Philippines, and it's an ongoing process. You will never ever learn everything, and it's great. It's really great. Unfortunately, late last year, 2011, I was made aware of the tragic news about the typhoon that had hit the Philippines. So not a great time. But nevertheless, I spoke to my fiance, and the rest of the family in the Philippines was really worried. And I think for me, I found it very difficult of how I could sort of do something, to try and make things better. Not just for the close ones that I have in the Philippines, but just my Filipino friends here as well. Also struggling in their own personal ways, with the news that had happened. And for me, so for me, I did some searching, and a good friend of mine here in the UK suggested, hey man, do a charity gig, raise some money. And I was like, how? And he said, well, you used to be a DJ, I'm a DJ, hook up, put our minds together. And long story short was, we did the One for Iligan fundraiser on February 5th, 2012. It was freezing cold, -4. This was when I had the great opportunity to meet the Ikis band, who came down and did all their stuff on stage, performing, doing some great songs, everything, really fantastic. A lot of people involved. The Philippine Embassy were involved. I was aware of it. Pinoy Radio, the British Red Cross, to name but a few, various Philippine associations were involved. So yeah, it was fantastic, and a massive lineup of entertainment. And with all our efforts, combined, £328, ladies and gentlemen. So I was very happy with that, and it was a good result. Got a personal thank you from the embassy as well. So that was really unexpected. Very, very great. So what more could I ask for? But I'm just glad that we raised some money, and it was my little way of helping. Just saying, hey guys, I do care, and yeah, it's good. Trying not to get a bit emotional there. But so yeah, since then, I then had my second trip to the Philippines in March 2012. I was lucky enough to be able to spend 3 weeks there this time, and that trip was just really more just about not really doing anything. It was just really spending day-to-day life, just day-to-day life, just talking to people normally, and getting up, having your breakfast, doing your washing, normal everyday tasks. And I loved it. It was just as great as the first trip, in different ways. And I was just, it's just outstanding. And my passion has just grown for the Philippines so much, and the Filipino people, and that will be with me until the day I die. Just very passionate about that. Moving on, so that's really sort of how I became passionate about the Philippines, and will remain passionate all my life, for that part of the world and the Filipino people. So really now what I'm going to sort of talk about is, Pinoy World, and really sort of like what that is all about. So here we go. So with Pinoy World, I mean, you know, there's an abundance of talent, you know, in the Philippines, but the problem is very little of that talent is actually recognized. I mean, you have a handful of international sensations, you know, that have actually made it out of the Philippines in terms of talent awareness. To name but a few, Charisse, Bruno Mars, Manny Pacquiao, a few other TV sort of superstars, you know, entertainers, you know, models. But but in a nutshell, there's not a great deal. And for me, I'm just thinking, well, why is that? You know, why is that? There has to be more, you know, more talent coming out of that country. I mean, it's the biggest social networking country in the world. Something like 85% of the population is social media. And I'm thinking, where's all the talent? You know, where is all this talent? And in terms of numbers and mathematics, it's very, very little. It's actually coming through into the mainstream, you know, talent landscape. So Pinoy World, you know, was really designed around that core spectrum, you know, to really give people a platform, you know, where they can come on, create a profile, you know, build up a picture, you know, of their God-given talent, and also, you know, use it as the ultimate social media experience. So it's not really just about talent. It's about talent showcasing, social networking, business networking, professional networking, connecting worlds with culture, Filipino dating at its best. You know, to really focus on that, you know, because obviously I met my fiance online, and it's really to have Filipino dating at its best, you know, where it's going to be high class, stylish, you know, to the point of really just showing you what a Filipino is all about: respect, hospitality, manners, self-respect, respect for other people, respect for their elders, embracing food, daily life, you know, culture. So really it's just the whole aspect. So it's not just about, you know, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to go out and, you know, oh, meet a Filipino and all's great. No. Pinoy World is not about that. This is embracing the way of life in the Philippines, and to look at the Filipino as a whole, you know, of what they're about and their values, because they have fantastic, outstanding family values, you know, that a lot of that we would, you know, die for to have in this country, you know, here in the UK. But hey, there we go. That's the way culture is, you know. Some are better than others, and yeah, what can I say? There we go. So really, Pinoy World, you know, it's the ultimate social media experience: talent showcasing, social networking, business networking, all combined into one clean, stylish package, you know. And all our members have the benefit of all these aspects proudly free. Not just tomorrow, next week, forever. Proudly free. You know, we would never ask any of our members to pay for a membership fee, to use applications, nothing. Completely free. And also it's to connect the global Pinoy or Filipino with what's going on here in London, you know, within the Philippine communities. So in terms of, you know, business, professional, culture, the talent landscape mainly, of what really is happening here in London. So what I do is to get involved with as much as humanly possible with the talent communities, you know, that, you know, circulate around London. And there's 250,000 Filipinos in London, so there's a lot going on. So you should come check us out. You know, we have some great events, you know, that we're attending. So yeah, it's really cool. Check it out. And you know, apart from that, pinoyworld is a place to catch up with friends and meet new ones, especially if you're interested in really connecting, you know, with the Philippines and you know what it's all about there. Some of the other services we have on pinoyworld: create groups, blogs, events. We have a video chat section, chat rooms. There's just 128 different applications. You can import applications from URLs and stick them on your profile. So really, it's a really diverse, engaging profile that you can create, you know, to how you deliver yourself, you know, as your online image, you know. So yeah, it's really interactive. You can really get a feel for it. You can really get in there and grasp it and really promote yourself, you know, in a way that I feel that, you know, on other social media platforms you can do that, but it's not as good as what we can offer you, you know. And we offer it for free. We will never charge you for anything, free of charge. There we go. And so just to really sort of round up on this, I hope you've enjoyed this somewhat going round the houses type of presentation. I didn't really have a set format for it, so it's just really, as I felt, I wanted to present it naturally to you rather than a set script. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed listening. Until the next time, I'm going to say take care, God bless, and I hope to see you on pinoyworld. Come and get to know me. Peter Watson, take care, goodbye.